Hi, I'm Maria. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share my journey between Thailand and Vietnam, the place where I'm currently living. In my last video, I talked to you about my love for Chiang Mai. So last November, around my birthday, I spent a few days there. I really enjoyed spending time in those temples where I could just sit, have some coffee, read a book, or just hear the birds singing or the sound of the wind chimes. It was so peaceful to be always surrounded by nature. But my 60 days visa was coming to an end, so it was time for me to move on to the next adventure. My next stop was Vietnam. I had been in Vietnam a few years ago and I was really excited to come back. And I saw these videos and photos about Da Nang and I fell in love with it. When I quitted my job, one of the things that I knew, one of the resolutions that I made was that I wanted to live a calmer life close to the beach and the sea. And Da Nang seemed perfect for that. Plus, Vietnam has this 90 days visa, which felt a great opportunity to settle in and gave me a little stability without having to move every few weeks. I planned everything in advance and I pictured this radiant beach with a lot of lights and color and sun. And I thought that I would arrive at that time of the rainy season where it will be less cold and less rain. Well, that didn't happen. When I arrived in Da Nang, it was raining all the time. I spent 2 months in Da Nang and it was always raining. I think I just saw 2 or 3 sunny days on total. It was freezing. I wasn't prepared at all for that because I didn't bring any warm clothes. And when I was staring at the gray beach, it made me really introspective, way too much introspective. The winter blues hit me hard and I began to think that I made a huge mistake. So I decided to let go of the attachment to the plan and the money that I spent on the visa, and I started to look for other place where I could have the sun that I was missing a lot. During my research, I came across this YouTube channel called Side Trip Life, and he had a video about Hua Hin's accommodations. I had been to Hua Hin a few years ago, but I didn't remember much. But when I saw the videos, it seemed a good option because it had sun, beach, and it was affordable, all that I needed at the moment. So I booked one of the places that he recommended on the videos, and my little house, it was so cozy. I had this stunning view to the mountain where I could watch beautiful sunsets. I could see everyday horses nearby passing on their way to the pasture, and on the top of the building there was this terrace with a great view to the city, and I could watch the moon every night. It was so beautiful. All of this for just more or less $250 a month. The place also had gym and swimming pool. I really loved swimming, and one fun fact is I only learned to swim at 39. Yes, at 39, but that will be a story for another video. Every morning I had this routine of swimming and going to the gym. Actually, it was in Hua Hin that I discovered that I really like working out. One thing that I really enjoyed about Hua Hin is how close we are to the wildlife. Even the condo security guard was always making night patrols to check if there were monkeys on the power lines. I could hear them at night. One morning on my walk to 7-Eleven, I came face to face with a monkey, and the next day I saw this massive big lizard. It was really scary and it was not my favorite moment. My place was surrounded by animals: cats, dogs, chickens, and even horses. Every morning I could watch 2 horses passing by my door on their way to the field. And I have this habit of naming every animal that I met. I even named the 2 geckos that stayed in my balcony for the whole 2 months. Hua Hin is great. It has beach, it has 2 shopping malls, it has 1 open-air food market, convenience stores, all of that super affordable. Hua Hin gave me what I needed at that time: tranquility, peace, connection to the nature and to the animals, the time and space to focus on myself, keep swimming, start going to the gym. Actually, it was in Hua Hin back in February where I first thought about creating the YouTube channel. I didn't imagine that a few months later that would be a reality in my life. I spent 2 months in Hua Hin. The entertainment, it's all based in nightclubs and bars. And I'm a bit more spiritual, and I didn't find any cultural activities that spoke to me. But I saw a great expat community. The population there is much older than I am, mostly retirees, thanks to Thailand's retirement visa. And I think that it's a really nice place if you are on your 50s, 60s, or even older. I really think that you can have a good quality of life there. After Hua Hin, I decided to give Da Nang another chance, and now the city has come alive. What felt abandoned and gloomy during the rainy season now is full of colors, full of light, full of sun. The cafes are buzzing, people are laughing, the beach now is swimmable. Just what I imagined it the first time that I arrived here. It seems like Da Nang was waiting for the sun to show its true colors. The beauty in all of this is how life has a way to surprise us, even when we have everything planned in detail. I used to think that having everything mapped out would keep me safe from disappointment, but this time has shown me that it's okay when things don't go exactly the way that I was expecting. Thank you for listening. I'll see you soon. And I have this habit of naming every animal that I met. I even did that to the 2 geckos. Eu não sei se é geckos, se é geckos. Acho que é geckos, deixa eu ver. Se for geckos, to the 2 geckos that stayed in my balcony for the whole 2 months. And I really don't like geckos.